I was so in love and passionate about entrepreneurship that it almost cost me my marriage. So over a decade ago, I started a sweet little online business where I made videos on YouTube and I did some social media work, website design, things like that. And I worked very late into the wee hours. And whenever my husband would come to get me and say, "Hey baby, let's go to bed," I'd be like, "Hold on one more minute." And I'd be like editing or emailing or whatever. And I wouldn't go to bed. And I would stay up really late. And it kept going like that for years. And it was really tough for me and for my marriage. I wasn't getting enough sleep. We had 2 small children at that time. So during the day I was with them and then I would work after I put them to bed. And my husband worked swing shift, so he'd come home around midnight and I would say hi. I'd make him like thinking back, disgusting lunch or like whatever dinner, like not disgusting, still edible, still he appreciated it, but like low effort, just really quick, throw something together and so I can go back to my business. And being so in love with what I was doing, the people that I worked with, that I loved it so much that it took away from what I loved most first, if that makes sense. I'm obsessed with my family. I love my husband. I committed to him, to my children, and it wasn't on purpose. It was so gradual that it was so undetectable. And it was like almost too late to notice, you know how sometimes you look at couples and they're so happy and they're so like, they have such a sweet, cute little family. They're cute little December Christmas photos and all the sweet stuff. And then next thing you know, they're getting divorced. Thankfully, that wasn't my case. We were able to turn things around. And by that, I mean, I started having a more of a work-life balance. I remember I had this like cute little show online and I talked to this amazing mama entrepreneur and she said something so, I wish I remember her name, but she said something so incredible to me. She's like, because I asked her, how do you balance family and business? And she's like, I work in my office and whenever I work in my office, it's whatever. So whenever I leave the office, I close the door. It's my mental trigger that my work is done. I don't check my email on my phone. I do not work while we're watching a movie. I do not think about business when I'm with my family because my work is upstairs behind a closed door. That connected with me so deeply, and I wish I knew that before because I totally had my office. I totally could have closed my door and, spent time with my family, with my husband while the kids were sleeping. That was like the perfect time, right? But no, I was obsessively working on my business. Now, I think this obsession is so good when you're starting a business. I think it's so valuable because oh my gosh, there's deer. I don't know if you can see, oh, you can't see them anymore. That was such a treat. Sorry, so off topic. There's a new neighborhood going in here. And so, this used to be their home, and now there's paved roads here. And so they kind of like hide behind those bushes and trees. But anyway, back on topic. What I would have done differently is that I would set perimeters and time blocks where it's work time and when it's husband time. Like now looking back, I'm like, that could have been so simple. What's wrong with me? But back then, when you see things in hindsight, it's like, it's so different. It's when you're in it, in the trenches, and there they are. I wonder if they're gonna be on. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I just wanted to share this with you because your passion doesn't always, it's awesome and wonderful, but you always have to keep an eye on what it's replacing. Have a balance. And I know there's a balance. I have balance right now. And maybe it's not a daily balance and balance it out in a week, I know some people are so against that word balance, but I really believe in that. and you can totally do it. And so just want to share with you that as a fellow mama, if you're a mama watching this, protect your time with your husband, protect your time with your children. It is so valuable. I know you're so excited about your business and you love it so much and you're so good at it, but you have to step aside for a couple hours or for the night and focus on who truly means the world to you, because businesses come and go. Clients come and go. Video editing can be outsourced, but your family, they grow up. Husband will grow old, or thankfully not, you won't separate because of the lack of time spent together. Anyway, this is all these videos that I do. They're like totally off the cuff. I don't think much about them. I just really share what's on my heart. And I just want to share that with you, that protect your most important people in your life. Spend time with them. Love them. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.